When's the last time you held a job?
Like a year ago, I was cashier.
Okay. Is there an injury or something?
No. I was fired for being late.
So you just lazy?
No, I was late. I was just
So you trifling?
Maybe, yeah. Okay.
Are you trolling me?
No.
Let me see your hands. Put those up. Uh-oh, nice fingernails.
Thank you.
Did you do those yourself?
No.
You went and got them done?
Mm-hmm.
Who paid for that?
I paid for them.
With what?
With the unemployment money.
What? Are you trolling me?
No, but Kevin, don't you think I have to look like something?
I think you need to grow up.
Oh, okay.
Man, you're 33 years old and haven't had a job in a year. And the job you had as a cashier, you got fired from for being late. That's lazy and that's trifling. If you're a man, they will call you a deadbeat.
Oh my God!
Because you got 2 kids and you get unemployment, so you're juking the state. You got the nerve to have these fingernails up like you got money to pay for them. That's trash.
But as a woman, you should like look like something.
For who?
You know, just for like.
For your mama and your kids, you ain't going nowhere, you ain't doing nothing. You came on saying having expectations, and I'm like, at what point do you plan on getting into life and start being an adult?
You focused on your career. You focused on dealing with the wrong dudes, the wrong guys in your youth. You did not prioritize marriage in your youth because you wanted to live a different kind of life. You wanted to eat sushi and travel and this and that and cool. You wanted to do all that. And then you wanted to turn around at 30 years old or at 35 years old with your frozen ass eggs and everything else. And you wanted to turn to the market and you wanted to pick an investment banker. You wanted an investment banker to be there, still pining for you like he did back in college. You wanted to date whoever you dated, do whatever you did, and then you wanted to turn her back around to the market on your terms, on your time frame, and get the kind of man you thought you deserved, and then have that man get on your program. Disney can't make this stuff up. I'm tired of you women still lying to these ladies, and you're a bunch of liars because you know better. I've talked to these women, and it's funny. We can sit down and talk one-on-one, and then I can listen to how the more the women talk to women, the more they're starting to recognize the market is diluted. But the bottom line is they will not tell women the truth.
Man, this is some bullshit!
I'm asking you serious grown-ass questions. You work at the post office.
All right.
We talking about getting a real estate license and talking about being retired by 40, and I'm asking you simply how much money you need. You say, I don't know.
All right. To retire, hopefully $700,000.
What?
You plan on dying at 58 years old?
God damn.
But you know that the average retiree is going to need about $1.9 million to live on between 65 and 85. How you plan on doing it on $700,000 for 40 years? Man, whoever dating this chick, man, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's not cool that y'all come on here thinking it's just a game.
She belongs to the
I'm
streets.
not thinking it's a game. I want you to tell me. You obviously just told me, so.
Man, you working at the post office talking about you got people paying your bills. You're going to get a real estate license and make so much money in a few years that you can retire on the beach. Because when given an opportunity, women segregate themselves into more comfortable positions. Men do the dangerous work to build society.
I don't think that matters.
That's your problem. You don't understand what's important.
What's important, Mr. Samuels?
That y'all are completely out of line. That you don't even understand how the world works. You're running on override. Men build the world that you live in.
Oh, okay.
Who built that house or apartment you live in? Was it a crew of women? Who designed the metal work? Who put in the floor, the plumbing, the electrical system, the heating? Who put that in? The car you drive, was that built by a crew of women?
So women are not capable of doing none of those things. None.
You're not good at it because when given a choice, because women are free today, right?
Uh-huh.
And you're educated, right? Then why don't we see 51% of the construction workers as women? Why don't we see 51% of the engineers as women? Why don't we see 51% of the plumbers, electricians, military, train operators, heavy, dangerous work as women? If you're a baby mama, more men are starting to look at it this way. You are not a baby mama. You are a broken family. And you need to go back to your baby daddy, ex-boyfriend, whatever he is, and work your problems out and put your family back together. That is honestly your best bet. And if that's untenable, then you got to understand that men are saying, why'd you have the kid then? If you didn't want to be with him, why'd you have the babies? That's what most men are thinking. Now, let's say you're just super cute, super fine, smoking body, whatever. You will more than likely, let me just take that off. You're still going to be permanent side chick status.
God damn.
The only way you're going to actually get a ring and a wedding ceremony is if you are a solid 9 in the face, 8, 9, 10 in the body, and your situation is appealing. I know you see athletes and entertainers wifing up. That doesn't work in the everyday world because Henry has colleagues. Henry has fraternity brothers. He has a family. He has all these people who he has to deal with in his community. He has the homeowners association, and he's got to bring you into his life, and he has to explain this to them.
Oh my God.
Men are not going to keep switching to become more like women to please women who aren't going to accept us like women.
Okay. All right. And with that being said, there should be rules and regulations.
Let's start with the first rules. How tall are you?
How tall am I? I am 5'8".
Dress size?
16.
All right, you broke the first rule right there. I don't know what you think you're talking about, that a man shouldn't cheat or whatever. When you broke the first rule, that men want women who are fit. You weighed more than a man at your height. True or false?
Okay.
How much do you weigh?
220.
I weigh 210 and I'm 6'4". You broke the first rule. See, you ladies don't mind breaking the rules. The men are visual. I'm sorry, you're 5'8"?
I'm 5'8".
You're about the size of Emmitt Smith or Barry Sanders was. You're a running back size.
Okay.
You can hit the A gap like a motherfucker.
Yeah. All right. I accept.
So don't
that.
come in here talk about what men should not be able to do when they got to accept somebody who can run out the power I.
Okay.
I'm being silly because to make a point that modern women are so full of righteous indignation, what you are and ain't going to accept and all this other kind of stuff, when you're not even what most men want.
I just feel like, when is a man going to be accountable? If I have to be
Hold up.
accountable.
Whoa. You made 2 children with 2 different men. Go ask them to be
Yes, I did.
accountable, not us. We don't owe you accountability. The men you chose to lay down and reproduce with owe you accountability.
The thing about it is, it's not even about those baby daddies. I don't care. I don't care about their accountability. I'm talking about me as I have evolved. I've become a better woman. I understand where I am at now. But does a man have any accountability when he introduces himself to a woman? I mean, I'm supposed to accept a man for how he is, but yet you coming to me all wrong.
You have 2 children with 2 different men, and you say, I don't care about them and what's going on with them. Okay. Then you throw up a blanket statement about, does a man have any accountability when you meet him? That doesn't make any sense. What does accountability mean to you?
Accountability means to me is that how you present yourself in the best light.
Ma'am, accountability, a fact or condition of being accountable or responsibility. Ma'am, I don't know what you mean. So stepping to you, you mean approaching you?
Introducing himself.
If you're talking to men who are stepping to you, that could be an issue. You are responsible for who you make yourself available to in your personal life.
That's so true.
Yes, so that's your responsibility. That's your accountability.
Black women, including myself, are very uncooperative at times unless we find a man that we feel is masculine and we feel safe with.
That's a fancy way of saying we have to handle you. in order for you to act like women should act, you have to choose to put down the BS. But it's a choice.
But don't you think that's realistic?
No,
but
I don't.
You...
How old are you?
38.
And what man have you chosen to submit to in your 38 years?
I would say about 3 or 4.
And what's the longest relationship you ever had?
8 years.
8 years. How long ago was this?
This ran from about 2012 up until this summer.
And why didn't this man choose to marry you since you submitted to him?
He told me he didn't believe in marriage. That's all he told me.
Oh, okay. And when did he tell you this?
He always told me this.
Right. Did you want to get married?
I didn't really want to get married because I have 2 children already who are teenagers.
Surprise.
I just wanted to.
Surprise.
No, I didn't want to get married.
But what I'm saying is, what you did not yield the outcome you would have even wanted. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to deconstruct. You were with somebody for 8 years who didn't want to get married. And you know you wanted to get married, but he didn't want to get married. But why'd you stay there?